Honestly, the process started at the end of my senior year when I was at Iowa, because I was deciding what shoe company I was going to go with. And I talked to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, and they all offered me a signature shoe, obviously some faster than others. And, you know, everybody knows Nike makes the best product. It just kind of takes a little bit longer. And so I would be grateful.
It was never supposed to spiral like this. One Nike ad, one athlete, just 30 seconds of airtime. Yet within minutes of its release, the WNBA was in full panic, with phones ringing nonstop, group chats exploding, and executives scrambling to respond. What Caitlin Clark and Nike had just done wasn't simple marketing. It was a calculated power move. And by the end of the story, it became clear why league officials, star players, and even sponsors were forced into action. This ad didn't just go viral. It shifted the balance of power.
It was a great experience and a great message. Caitlin's beginnings may have been humble, but her dreams never were.
She turned driveway buckets into record-breaking shots, filling fieldhouse bleachers, then selling out stadiums.
That's right. Caitlin proves that dreams are never out of range.
Man, she's such an inspiration to all the people out there. And I really resonate with her mentality about getting 1% better every single day.
Shout out to Nike and shout out to Caitlin for being such good friends of the show and having us be a part of the From Anywhere campaign.
All right, 92%ers, if you want to get in on the challenge and shoot from anywhere like us, visit at Nike Basketball on Instagram and get in on the action.
Let's go, babe.
Nike didn't announce the ad. There was no countdown, no press release, no hype tweet. It simply appeared. Caitlin Clark stood alone in an empty gym. Lights low, no crowd, no celebration. And fans immediately sensed something different. This wasn't a feel-good commercial. It felt calculated, confident, cold, and unapologetic. Within minutes, viewers began replaying it not for highlights, but for meaning, breaking it down frame by frame. The pauses, the silence, the word choices, realizing nothing was accidental. Nike didn't just promote Caitlin Clark. They positioned her not as a rookie or a prospect, but as someone who already belongs at the top. That's when insiders began whispering that the timing was deliberate, because the ad didn't respond to critics. It ignored them, and that unsettled people. Inside league circles, the reaction shifted quickly, with some embracing the message while others clearly did not.
Too, because of course, they didn't share a damn thing about this. I mean, it's crazy. So, right here, this is a comparison. This is the logo, the two CCs intertwined together. Somebody said it looked a lot like a 1950s airline logo. And I was like, you know, I kind of see that. There's Breonna Stewart. I can't make heads or tails of what that shit's supposed to be. Asia Wilson, okay, I don't even know. Sabrina's I like, and Angels is not terrible. At least you can see it's an A. At least you can see that as an S, and that is pretty obviously two CCs. But I like it, I do. So I came over here and I was like, well, I know good and well they must.
The ad wasn't filtered through the usual comfort zones. It didn't ask for permission or soften its message. Almost immediately, the word tone began circulating. Too confident, too bold, too soon. Then the commissioner's office entered the conversation, followed by the headline that set everything on fire. WNBA Commissioner monitoring Caitlin Clark after viral Nike ad. That phrasing changed the narrative overnight. Monitoring an ad? Social media erupted, with fans asking the obvious question. Since when is confidence a violation? Commentators warned that the league's reaction was backfiring because the more attention officials gave it, the bigger Caitlin Clark's profile became. Speculation grew louder, not confirmed or official, but persistent, with words like discipline, image, and standards floating around and triggering outrage. Fans fired back, asking what exactly she was supposed to be punished for. Selling shoes and growing the game. As the backlash intensified and the league hesitated, Nike quietly smiled. Then came the moment that shifted the tone again when Aya Wilson was asked about the ad. Her response wasn't anger, but disbelief. Behind the scenes, the numbers told the real story. Sales were surging, Engagement was off the charts, and demand was skyrocketing. Reports even suggested that top players were stunned by the scale of the response.
That's just a jersey
get to
that you
pick,
get.
but
I was about to say for these practices, they kind of
17's
just
not
hand
the
you
best
over.
number ever. I wouldn't have picked that. But so the players that like have been on the national team prior get to continue wearing their jersey, like that practice number jersey or their jersey, obviously until like they're done playing on the Olympic team or whatever happens for the next Olympics. And then all us newcomers, there's a lot of young people at that camp. We just get assigned a random number. I guess I got 17. Nobody asked me, but it was fine.
All right, so are you just stuck in 17 now in perpetuity, though? Do you get to change it maybe in the future?
So if I eventually make the team, it's weird, like, because international basketball, that you only, I think it's 4 through 15. Those are the only numbers. So you have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What?
Isn't that weird?
wow.
Like, you don't
Is
get
that
to pick.
real?
Yeah, well, at least for
That's
the United
crazy.
States. Yeah.
I did not know that.
So it's kind of cool.
This was no longer hype. It was impact. And that's when the realization set in. You could dislike the moment, but you couldn't deny its power. Insiders believe Nike waited deliberately, allowing the criticism, benching debates, and rising tension to build before quietly releasing the ad. Not loud, not defensive, just confident. Nike didn't shield Caitlin Clark. They handed her authority, and once a brand of that magnitude does that, the entire conversation changes. Now the league is in a bind. Ignore the moment and risk looking weak, or react too aggressively and appear insecure. Clark didn't attack anyone or say anything controversial. She simply existed unapologetically, and sometimes that alone exposes deeper fault lines. This wasn't just a Nike commercial. It became a test of leadership confidence and whether the league is truly ready to embrace its own stars. Caitlin Clark didn't ask for permission. Nike didn't wait for approval. And now the WNBA must decide whether to control the moment or grow with it. The question now belongs to the audience. Did Nike execute this perfectly? Did the league overreact? And did this ad change everything?